Get that Brady energy going. I can't do it. Gotta do that yoga, you know.
What?
Nothing.
Just trying to capture.
You just looked cool, and I tried to sit like you, and it didn't work.
Just got bad posture, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
My bones have folded on top of each other.
Old jelly bones over there.
Bones
Yeah.
are their money. So, Coffee and Riffs part. Another one, 5, 6, at Chase Bliss headquarters, where apparently everybody is super talented. And it shouldn't be a surprise, but you think somebody's gonna have a dud in there, but there's no duds so far. So it's up to me.
Good job.
So
Dodge the dud.
So yeah, we got Charlie, Joel, boss man. Charlie, it looks like you have a super simple setup
Oh yeah.
Yep.
that won't take much explaining.
No, not
But it's all lies. It's all really complicated over my head. It's stuff that you make, stuff that you've helped design, stuff that you created yourself.
Yeah. A little bit of a blend of all of it. Yeah. So the main thing I had going on was this guy kind of acting as the brain. It's a switcher, so it'll do A, B, Y, A through B, B through A, with some other options that you can do with like momentary and trails, or leaving the input on so you can load up a blooper without hearing the output and then switch to it later.
This is a Charlie original.
Yeah,
that's a me original. Yeah, I hand painted it, etched it, the whole 9 yards. And so loop A is this thing, this big old guy, and loop B is actually just Halberd and Habit, which actually ended up being a clean loop. I didn't dig into them too much in this go around. And then we go into CXM stereo, and because I was doing a lot of freezing, I thought it'd be really fun.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
it took me a second to realize what was going on, but
yeah, treating it like a weird lo-fi looper almost.
Exactly.
And then let the float just chew on all of that, which was very, very fun. It was
I don't know what that is.
a fantastic pedal.
Nobody knows what that is.
No,
yet.
I still don't. But yeah.
I have a couple specific questions about
The 856?
yes, the 856. So you started off with this. It's kind of like I guess I would call it an angular melodic loop.
Yeah.
And it was I loved it. I was hooked on that. And then, but I noticed, because I think it was kind of hooky for me, later on it was sneaking its way back into the performance, and I don't know how that thing works, so I don't know.
Yeah, so the way this works is it chops your loop up into different notes. Those repeat some number of times in some kind of rhythm at different pitches.
Okay.
And the way I kind of think of it is as a drum machine. So almost like a rhythmic sampler that'll take a chord, and you can change what samples underneath. So if I use like my starting chord. So here we have a loop. And you get a cute little rhythm out of it.
Okay.
So what I did for this was I made a really long one, so the rhythm would be a little harder to hear, more abstract when I turned that on. And then I ran it into the ottobit so that the stutter would catch it every once in a while and make it even less predictable.
Okay.
But the nice thing is you can always get back to just the raw loop, which is how I snuck it back.
Got it.
And yeah, that was kind of the whole idea of like the 3 movements. Start with like the little rhythmic loop, go nuts, and then land back on it again.
Guess I didn't realize that you were one of the 5 people that learned how to use that.
It's actually, I use it a ton. Like, it is definitely...
It's probably your favorite pedal of all time.
It's definitely up there.
Okay.
It is one of the most challenging user interfaces. But definitely one of the most challenging interfaces I've ever messed with. But once you get there, it can do so much cool stuff.
I miss Scott Monk.
Oh man, I still talk to him online every once in a while. I miss him too.
He's alive. He's just in Canada.
Yeah, just in Canada.
Just a world away.
I was really into your clean tone, which was just, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I just, once you described to me what was happening, I was like, oh, of course. But you were playing pretty clean or very clean out of one amp because you have a stereo setup here.
Yep.
And then you were going through the...
Yep, the small sound, big sound, fuck overdrive into the other
I was
amp.
like scared to say it for some reason. But I
do swears
just,
on Coffee and Riffs?
I don't know.
You can. It just reveals your character.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. I've been found out.
I don't know. That sound in parallel with the clean tone was just, I don't know. I loved it.
It was very nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you play in stereo a lot when you're doing stuff?
Kind of on and off. I go in phases with it.
Okay.
And when I do stereo, it's usually this kind of thing where it's like one signal chain into one amp, totally different signal chain into another amp. But yeah, I haven't done stereo in a little while. Today was digging back in.
Cool. Well, everybody loved it.
Well, thank you.
Everybody did love it. I want to hear... Alright, well, I mean, I didn't see everything you used, but I kind of want to just hear sounds.
Yeah?
Did you ever mess with the Hypersleep at all?
No, I left that off. I probably should have had it on because it just
got
makes
it on there as
everything...
like kind of a flex.
Yeah, exactly, a flex. It does just make everything sound better. And you can get really wild with it.
The wub-wubs.
It's a real fun one.
The name holds up, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, when we were really, when the company was really young and we were only doing digitally controlled analog stuff, everyone asked me about doing a reverb, and I just kind of thought it wasn't possible. But then John Snyder made that.
Yeah.
It's like the only modern analog reverb that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it's based on a old Bucket Brigade chip that was an attempt at making a Bucket Brigade reverb that has a lot of quirks, but turns out the quirks are rad.
Yep.
They're rad quirks.
We didn't really cover who you are, Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
We kind of jumped right in because you sort of hurt everybody's...
Yeah, we're going to sing happy birthday to Knobs right now. Cupcakes just got...
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He does not know what's happening.
Charlie's an engineer.
Yeah.
He does a lot of the heavy lifting around here when it comes to writing code. He's
I
really smart.
I made the sliders do that, and I wrote the code and habit. And that's who I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go sing happy birthday.
Really cool. If that was all you did, that would be impressive.
Do you feel overshadowed by Knobs in other areas? Other than just right now? Other than this interview?
Yeah, all the time. Birthday happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Knobs. Happy birthday to you.
What? Who found this photograph?
Millie did it. Millie did the whole thing.
Sold you out, man.
Thanks, y'all.
Gotta get a peek at what that photograph is.
I know. I really want to see that now.
Come meet my child. It says
Still alive.
Oh my god.
Let me see this. Let me see a little nod.
Just a straight up photo from when he was a kid.
That's great. Good job, Millie.